Mega, mega hugs.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have Azeroth Roundtable.
Hi, everybody. That was louder than I expected.
Much louder, actually.
So what's up? We just got back from 3 hours in the BlizzCon store line.
No, it was 3.5 at least.
So that was exciting. So
Yeah.
we're happy to be here. What? Nothing. Because we had to be here.
That's how much we love you guys.
We wiped on the boss.
Well, let's just say that it might die from the dots. My girlfriend is still in line. Hopefully she can buy stuff with our cards.
yeah, she has our credit cards and IDs, so be on the lookout for her.
Yeah. Does anybody know of a really good credit checking service? Okay. I'll get with you afterwards. So anyways, I'm Ben.
I'm John.
Yep. We are from Azeroth Roundtable, which has been around for a while.
2 years.
For 2 years.
At least.
And then some. But we weren't always like that.
No, so the funny thing is they invited us here and they said, okay, well, hey, here's what we want you to do. We want you to come out and maybe do a segment from your show.
Yep. What's great is Ro even had a perfect idea for what we're going to do, which was something called Celebrity Murloc Theater.
Yeah. He said, you guys come out, do Celebrity Murloc Theater. And we said, bro, you apparently did not hear the last episode where we said we are done doing Celebrity Murloc Theater.
So that didn't work too well. So then we, were brainstorming and thought, okay, segment.
Ro doesn't actually listen to all the podcasts. He just tweets them out
Yeah.
that they posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up live and then leaves early. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
He
it was
checks
at the
out.
end.
He's like, I'm going to be there, guys. Good night.
He's like, hey, I saw the opening. That was funny. Here's a show title. Catch you later.
He does give show titles freely.
Yeah, I don't usually use them. Sometimes. But
Sometimes.
so anyways, we thought, okay, cool. Well, we have some other segments, like every other show does. We talk about the news, we talk about what we've been doing, and we have a discussion about stuff. And then what did we do, John?
We got rid of all of that.
Yes. So now the show is
Segmentless.
yeah. So then we decided, okay, well, we'll just go up here and have a representation of what we actually do on the show now, which is. Have you ever seen Seinfeld?
It is now a show about nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what we actually thought would be interesting to talk about is, as World of Warcraft has kind of evolved over the years and changed, we've had to do that same thing as a show. We've had to evolve, and by no means am I going to say, hey, we're experts. You should totally all do what we do, because I don't know if that's even working.
Yeah.
But what we decided is, you know what, the most important thing about podcasting to us is you have to go out, you have to have a good time. You have to like what you're doing and be proud of what you're doing and enjoy what you're doing. And what we were finding is we were doing so much stuff because we were saying, this is what WoW podcasting is. WoW podcasting is, saying, hey, what have you been doing in game?
Well, what I've been doing is the same I've been doing the last week, which is hanging out in my garrison.
Right? How's that going?
Well,
Did you get gold?
yes.
Did you get a pet rock?
No, I got garrison resources.
Great.
I'm capped.
Me too.
What did you do?
So we realized that this was becoming a common conversation, and we decided we also are awful at telling the news. We're really bad at it.
Yeah, it comes down to, well, I kind of skimmed that thing, and hey, John, did you see what happened with StarCraft?
Yeah, remember MMO Champion? Turns out they're really good at news.
Yeah, really good. MMOchampion.com.
They're way better at news than us.
Blizzard Watch, way better at news than us. They have staff that actually writes articles.
we like to repeat those articles as if they're our ideas.
And then say, this is what they said, and I agree.
Right. So
Kinda works.
we got rid of all our segments, and now we just like to come together and talk about WoW, and sometimes play, armchair developer, which is always
We
a
do
fun
that a
game.
lot. Speaking of which, we are still waiting for a lazy river in Orgrimmar. I mean, seriously, who wants that? Lazy river.
Orgrimmar needs a lazy river. It's time.
Yes.
And so we didn't really know what to do for this panel. We thought, hey, let's just come by and talk about WoW. Do what we do. So Ben, as somebody who's actually played WoW in the past couple months,
Yes.
what's going on in WoW?
Well, there was a patch that dropped a while ago.
Uh-huh. What
Halloween happened.
did you get? Candy?
A little bit.
Great.
A little bit. Have you gone to your garrison at all during Halloween and saw that there's an extra quest where you can actually decorate your garrison?
Yes, I did.
Did you decorate your garrison?
Sure.
Yeah, that pretty much.
But it doesn't. So, one of the things that we learned is that it's fun to sometimes poke a little fun at the state of the game. It's always intended to be, good spirited.
Yeah. Well, based on some of the emails that we get, most of them directed at you. People might not actually believe that.
What?
Yeah, I mean, John has been known to be a little salty. That's why he's the favorite.
What?
But, I mean, something that we've always wanted to do with the show is just, have a discussion, talk, have fun, and anything that we say about criticism, anything that, we talk about, it's from love. I mean, we do a show about a game. You'd think that we'd actually enjoy playing it, and that we'd want it to succeed and grow and get better. I mean,
Let me tell
guy
you
who
about
hates it,
Heroes
right?
of the Storm, Ben.
yeah,
It's a heck of a game.
that's what I hear.
It's new every time. There's
yeah.
a patch every 3 weeks.
That is true. And there's stuff you can buy. Yeah.
I know. Let me tell you, I know you can buy things in Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm good at it. I skill capped buying things from the Blizzard store.
Did you get the I have everything achievement?
There's a I have everything achievement?
That'd be cool if there was.
Don't tell me this. Please, please, nobody tell me there's an I have everything. There's not achievements in that game.
I was waiting for that.
You're really trying to get me to spend more money than I have.
Well, it's going to take, another $20?
Said the guy who just bought like 10 little figures down at the Blizzard store.
4. Well, no, we still haven't confirmed that they've been bought.
Maybe bought.
Maybe.
Remember, look for my ID and credit card somewhere between the store and here.
Yeah. The face on the ID looks like that.
Actually, it looks really bad. I look.
Is it
So
still your
okay,
16-year-old
so
one?
here's the problem.
It
No,
is,
it's
isn't
not
it?
my 16-year-old one where I
okay.
had long surfer hair, as opposed to this. So I went into the DMV and I stood there and I was like, I need a good picture because my picture was awful. It was really bad.
Yeah, it actually was. It was actually from your permit originally. So you were 15.
Yeah,
He had long hair. He looks like he's 4. In fact, I think one time you got pulled over and the guy looked at the ID. He's like, "What?" Just completely confused.
Well, people change. So I needed a good ID picture. I was like, this is going to be the year. I'm finally going to the DMV. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to say, let's carry over the picture. I'm going to do my picture proper. Let's do this. And they say, okay, please go stand in front of the blue. And I went, all right. And they said, thank you. We got it. And I couldn't figure out when they took the picture. And it turns out when I was looking, the highest I have ever looked in my life is when they took the picture. One eye is looking to the left.
The other eye's closed.
The other eye just looks confused and lost.
And for some reason, you look at it and it's like, yeah, I think that guy's hungry.
I definitely look hungry because that's just a state that I'm in at all times.
That's great. Absolutely great.
So what we're really trying to say is WoW podcasting is about DMV stories.
Yes.
It's the most important part. It's probably the segment that
Most people skip.
Actually, if we're being honest, the segment everybody likes is when we talk about Taco Bell
Yeah.
and when we try to sell people T-shirts, which I still don't understand why that is a thing. People
No.
see T-shirts gotten applaud.
So, John, when I was actually in line at BlizzCon, at the BlizzCon store, whatever.
Ben, let me tell you a story about people who stood in line for 3.5 hours. You can skip that line by
Really?
going to slashloot.com.
Slashloot.com, you
It's
say?
a fantastic website that
What's
sells
there?
Shirts,
Like T-shirts?
probably.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, for some reason people like our shirt ads.
I don't get it.
I feel a little dirty about this fact, but it
Well, now we do because John starts it. Before I just destroyed it. It's like, hey, here's the flow of the show.
the problem is Ben liked to try and pull our guests in, so he'd be like, "So, what do you like?"
Come on.
Great.
You know what's included in everything? T-shirts.
T-shirts.
You know where you can get a great T-shirt? No. If
Because
you-
we did not plan ahead and did not bring any.
That'd actually be really cool.
I know. Here we are, and we're just like, oh, we should have brought shirts.
Next year, maybe.
This is why Azeroth Roundtable will never grow,
No.
because it is helmed by us.
Yeah, talk about evolving. I don't know. I really had nothing to
What
go
did
with
that mean?
it. It was.
Was
yeah.
that an Abathur joke?
Yeah, it was. It's totally an Abathur joke.
Because
I need
that
a
was
hat.
the only thing I could think of was like, Ben told an Abathur joke.
I was actually going to
Good
go
for him.
Pokemon. I'm like, we need a lightning stone.
This isn't the Battle Pet show, Ben.
Look, I try to work them in everywhere. You
If
know
you
that.
want to talk about pets, you go talk with Aludra.
I know.
You have a. We gave you a zone. We gave you a whole show to vent about that.
And it's not enough. It really is.
I had to be in line next to Ben when he discovered that the Overwatch bonus for WoW is a baby Winston pet.
Yes. Isn't it amazing?
And
I
just
kinda
like
made that
in the
sound.
line, 2 people got really excited, and I was right next to one of them.
What? I like pets. You know what? If you're in game and you want to do something to collect, pets are fun because they actually do something. Well, okay, mounts do too.
What do they do?
They follow you around and look awesome, and then you can go and fight other ones and beat the living crap out of them. Or they die.
You sound like a monster.
No. It's working as intended.
Let me
Well,
tell
now
you about
he's a
Michael
successful
Vick.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Why
Michael
Steelers?
Vick jokes. They always just play real well to everybody.
Azeroth Roundtable is also topical.
Okay. Guys, first of all, it feels like it's been 15 minutes, and I don't know if it has, but it feels like if you were up here, it's been 15 minutes. Has it been 20? Okay. Good. No. So,
Well, in all honesty, waiting in that store line has completely altered my perception of time. I don't know what time actually is anymore. You could tell me that it's been like a half hour up here. I'd be like, oh, cool. Felt like 5 minutes. Who knows?
I'm tired. I should have gotten in shape for this BlizzCon. I didn't know I was going to need to stand in a line for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I know.
I went the wrong direction on my athletic program for BlizzCon this year.
Well, what was your direction? Was it okay, I'm sure like your mouse clicky button is working pretty well, right?
Do you remember all the stories we told about Taco Bell?
Yes.
That was the regiment.
Oh, okay. That works.
It did.
Well, I mean, in certain instances, you would have to run, right?
Nope. Oh.
Okay. Where were you eating the Taco Bell?
In front of my computer
Okay.
with questionable quantities of clothes on.
You love Taco Bell, don't you?
There is no way I'm going to answer that and it not be awful. So, I don't know. Why don't we just go with plan B and say, does anybody have any questions for us? For some reason not pertaining to Taco Bell.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No. It's okay. I would like to say, Ro, thank you for everything that you have contributed to our show from the very beginning. Don't make me be very sad that you're rooming with me.
We love you, Ro.
Nacho cheese or Cool Ranch?
So if you've been listening for a long time, we have had one incredibly amazing interview on the show. It's way back in episode 6 or something like that.
It was before they knew better.
Yeah. We actually got to interview Corey Stockton, which was absolutely amazing. One of the highlights of my podcasting career. And so, we had, a few questions kind of written out, which is so different than normal because, as you can tell, we kind of loosey-goosey everything. But we had questions, actual physical questions, and we asked them, and they were actually sounding really intelligent. And then finally, at the very end, it's, so nacho cheese or Cool Ranch Dorito Locos Tacos?
We were the only show that dared ask the tough questions of World of Warcraft developers. And, I like to feel like it was a service, and you're all welcome for it. By the way, the answer was nacho cheese. I'll save you having to download it. It was nacho cheese, and we confirmed last year it is still nacho cheese.
Yep, even with...
Fiery did not knock it off
Exactly.
the top.
Yep, I actually tracked Corey Stockton down. And the first thing I asked him was... Hey, I'm the guy who asked, I was on the show that asked the taco question. He's like, oh. Then he had this look of like, oh God.
We're not allowed to talk to them anymore.
Yeah, so then, I asked him that question. And then, of course, the second question right after was, so about pet battles. He's like, oh.
Ro, to answer your question, if I had to choose between those two, it's nacho cheese. That's the right answer.
I like Cool Ranch.
Well, I'd expect that out of you,
I know.
Does anybody else have any questions? Because I really don't know how to even end this segment of the.
Neither do we.
It just keeps.
It won't stop.
It won't stop.
So
I know.
I noticed that you
listen,
have
I
a
know.
buttoned-up shirt on with a tie.
Yes.
Do you like comfort in your clothing?
I do. I do enjoy comfort. Yes.
Well, have I got a place for you to go?
And where would that be?
If you were to go to slashloot.com, click on podcasts, and you can find a whole assortment of T-shirts there. One of them being Azeroth Roundtable.
That is fantastic information.
I thought you'd enjoy that.
I do enjoy that.
And thank you, I just won $20.
I think we do not have time for one more question, but we'll do it anyway, so I can end it with one more question. Do we have a question? Oh.
Already got a shirt. I got one.
Go.
Can you do a Murloc asking a question?
Since that was not at the microphone, he asked, can you do a Murloc asking a question impersonation?
Like a BlizzCon question, like if a Murloc wanted to talk to a developer?
How about can we do Murloc red shirt guy? Maybe.
Do you want to do this, or should I?
I mean, we can both do it really at this point.
Okay.
But take turns. I'll start. Do you want to be Metzen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you say geek is, please.
I didn't know you were gonna do Murloc Metzen.
Well, of course.
I got really excited about our own show there for a minute. I was like, oh, this just got good. I'm gonna go sit down and watch this unfold.
Okay. Sorry. Let me pick that back up. Actually, could you please ask the question again?
Your Murloc Metzen's a little high pitched. Put a little more rock and roll pirate in your voice.
Thank you.
Can you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Azeroth Roundtable. Ben and John, thank you guys very much. We are now going to enter a brief intermission period at 8 o'clock. Make sure you come back after getting copious amounts to drink, except that guy. He's not, he's banned. You're good. You're okay. That guy's okay. That's cool. It's all good, yes. 8 o'clock, we are going to be joined by somebody who's relatively new to the podcast scene. He's kind of just started getting his wings in podcasting. He's got talent. He's got talent. Come back at 8 o'clock for one Mr. Scott Johnson. This guy knows Scott. I've been. Thank you guys. You've been great. Had a lot of fun. Give yourselves a round of applause, everybody. Thank you. My name is Vincent, and this is Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.